Now Steven Spielberg's latest film, Empire of the Sun. It opens in Australia on Thursday. Set in Shanghai during the Second World War, the film, I guess, basically tells the story of Jim, who's a young English boy who becomes separated from his parents for about 3 years and struggles to survive in the horrific conditions of a Japanese prisoner of war camp. We have an opportunity to meet its star today. Would you please welcome 13-year-old Christian Bale from Bournemouth in England. Welcome, nice to see you here.
Thanks.
You've only just arrived, I take it, a couple of days ago?
Yeah, Friday night.
How's the jet lag?
That's not too bad. Haven't been affected.
What did you get? Did you get to swim or get to do anything yesterday? Did you?
Well, we went up to Palm Beach by seaplane yesterday. We went to Koala Park and I've been over to Manly.
How was that?
That was good. We went to the underwater world, you know, the place with all the sharks.
Had you seen a shark before?
No, I hadn't. No, not close up. No koalas or anything.
Why did you want this role? The role has you in the film for over 2.5 hours. Why did you want it?
Yeah. It wasn't so much that I wanted the role. I mean, at that time, I really had gone for anything, you know, because I'd done commercials and TV and stage before. But, I mean, I was just really lucky that it started with a Spielberg film.
Well, I mean, was the attraction Spielberg, the fact that you...
Yeah, I suppose that was the main attraction to it. Yeah.
Had you loved E.T.? Had you loved his other films?
Yeah, I like Raiders of the Lost Ark best.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
You had to beat 4,000 others who were after this role.
Yeah.
How did you do that? I mean, if you sat back since and analysed how you did it?
Well, we did about 6 auditions. It wasn't like a MASH thing. They didn't have just 4,000 of you all in one go.
Right.
It was like, I never saw any of the other teenagers. They were all kept separate. And I did about 6 auditions. You know, first of all, they just interview you, find out what you like. And then, I don't know if they're interested, they sent me a script. And I had to like do it in front of videos, and I think that was sent to Steven, because at this time it was just with a casting director.
So you hadn't seen Steven
No,
Spielberg for the first couple?
And then on about the 5th audition, I went to Los Angeles for an audition and met him there. And then a few weeks later, they told me I had the part.
How did you feel?
Well, I mean, I thought they told me I was just going for a normal audition. You know, they sent me a script and everything, but when I got there, I walked in and as it turned out, I didn't have to do any of that. I sat down and he said, "Okay, kid, you got the part." And I was really shocked, but at the time I just said, "Oh, thanks, that's good, isn't it?" You know?
Did you?
Just didn't really sink in.
Until you saw the script, did you have any idea that it was going to be 2.5 hours or so and that you were going to be on in almost every scene?
No, I didn't realise it was quite this big, you know. I realised that I would be the main part in it, but, I mean, still, it didn't really hit me until I actually saw the film at the end. When
people talk about Spielberg, did you think it might be like E.T. and the others, that there might be lots of whiz-bangery and lots of electronics and so on?
Well, I knew, I mean, because they told me to read the book beforehand, and I knew he was like, you know, trying something different. You know.
Yeah. Well, it's a marvellous movie, and I have to tell you, at the risk of embarrassing you, it's a marvellous performance too. Let's have a look. I'll just show you a clip from the movie. We'll come back and talk with Christian Bale in a moment.
Dezione, senza uno sedis.
I'm always curious, Christian, you watched that, you were watching that fairly closely. What do you feel when you sit there and watch yourself?
I don't know, I got used to seeing that piece now, because I've seen that quite a few times.
But you still looked at it again?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always like, I don't know, the first time I saw the film, I was really embarrassed about it. I was covering my eyes the whole time.
Why?
I don't like watching myself. You know?
Mistakes?
I don't know,
or
it's just really strange. I think, oh, I could have done that better, and I don't know, it's just weird.
What had you done? I read that, in fact, you've had a manager and a drama coach since you were 9.
Yeah.
What else had you done? You mentioned television?
Yeah, I did 2 TV series, one for America and one for England.
The American one was Anastasia?
That was Anastasia, yeah, and that was with Steven Spielberg's wife, Amy Irving.
Right.
But that was before, you know, had anything to do with this.
And the BBC one?
That was called Heart of the Country. And that was like, in that I played a really sort of spoiled, wealthy kid. And
now you play that role a bit in this, don't you?
Yeah, I know, yeah. I'm getting, you know, a bit worried about that. But, yeah.
You don't think you're being typecast?
I hope not.
Now, the role over 2.5 hours calls for all kinds of emotions. It calls for you to cry, to get angry, to get sad. How do you do that? How do you work yourself up to that?
Well, I don't know, I've been trained, like, you just think about something that really upsets you. And I've, like, been trained to try and, you know, work yourself so that you're, like, you are the part, you know?
What about if Steven Spielberg said to you, look, you've got to be, in this one you've got to be, for example, you've got to cry. There's a moment there where you've got to have a tear coming down. How do you get that?
Well, I hate having to do that. It really sort of bugs me when I do that. I hate watching it as well, but, I mean...
We're just going to show it to you now. No, we won't. No, we won't.
He just... I don't know, he wouldn't, like, you know, put onions or anything. He'd just say, 5 minutes before we started, he'd just say, okay, in this one you've got to be, you know, be crying or whatever. And so I'd just go and sit in the corner for a bit, you know, and he'd make everyone sort of quiet. But, I mean, I didn't mind. I just, like, sit in the corner by myself.
What would you think about?
I don't know, I just think about all different things. Things that, I don't know, someone really close to you getting killed or something, you know.
And does it work every time?
Well, I mean, you really have to concentrate on it.
Yes.
Like, sometimes if you're, like, thinking about other things at the same time, it won't work, but...
Now, how quickly can you get out of it? If you get yourself in the corner for 5 minutes and you've got to be sad, the scene where that you love, that you've got to cry,
yeah.
When that's over, I mean, how many takes of that, for example? He times did you have to...
On those things, we didn't really do that many. The average takes was about 3 or 4.
Was it? In
the film, yeah. But on those, I mean, he tried to keep it down, you know, because otherwise it was, I don't know, it's more difficult to try and keep that up all the time.
Yes. Now, I got the impression that there was one stage, a scene as well, where you've got to crawl through the swamp, through the water. And I was looking at something last night, there was a film on last night about the making of the movie. Yeah. And I saw Spielberg at that one, he went across and felt the water. I take it was quite cold at the time, and he felt the water and he said, no, that's not too cold. It's too cold for me, but it'll be all right for you. Yeah. And you had to then get yourself right into it.
Yeah, I didn't mind that though. I mean, to begin with, that was about 6 o'clock in the morning that we did that, so it was pretty cold. And with the jacket and mud and everything. But, you know, by the end of the day, I didn't want to get out. I was like just lying in there because I had to get changed and I was like all dripping.
How much of it is fun? Is it, I mean, to do something which is, I think, a 16-week shooting, so how much was fun and how much was hard work?
Well, I mean, at times I woke up in the morning and I think, why the hell am I doing this? It just seemed really weird to me that I don't know, just every day and I'm getting paid for trying to be someone else, and it just seemed really weird. And sometimes you think, oh, I wish I was just back home with my mates. But, I mean, Stephen, he was really good fun, and so was everyone else on the set. And it was, you know, like a sort of family thing.
Yes.
And I mean, my mum was with me at times and my sisters came out and saw me. And, you know, so it was good fun most of the time.
So you filmed in Shanghai and in Spain?
Shanghai, Spain and England.
And England for it. What was your favourite scene? What did you like best of all?
Favourite scene? That's the plane, the air raid piece.
Where the Cadillacs of the sky come by?
Yeah.
The Americans. Have a look at this then. We've got that one for you. Look at this and we'll come back and talk with Christian.
Get down! P-51! Beautiful! I touched them! I felt their heat! I can taste them in my mouth! Oil and cordite!
Jim, come back to the hospital! I need some help with the hospital!
Dr. Rollins, do you know we have to build the runway? If we died like the others, our boats would be in the runway! In a way, it's our runway!
No, it's their runway, Jim! Try not to think so much. Try not to think so much!
It's a very dramatic scene. What do you do after this? I mean, I had read that you thought that at one stage you wanted to be a commercial pilot like your father, or a pilot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd like to learn how to fly. I don't know about actually as a career.
But have you made up your mind now that you want to be a full-time actor?
No, I mean, before the film I could have given it up and I wouldn't have been bothered, but now I am more interested in it, you know. But I don't want to definitely say that this is what I want to do. I mean, it's the first thing I've tried. And I think, I mean, I've got enough time to choose something
Sure you have.
else.
13, you sure have. What else do you do? I mean, you go to regular school back in England?
Yeah, just ordinary.
And do you play football?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a craze at the moment in our town for American football. we've got like our own American football team, and because of the Super Bowl.
The gridiron,
But,
so you put on the gear and play that, do you?
Yeah, well, not at school, but yeah, off time. And but at school we do loads of sports.
Are you any good at school? At schoolwork?
I'm okay. I mean, I'm not extraordinary. I'm not amazing at it.
Well, the reason I ask is that there was an awful lot for you to learn in that film. I mean, do you learn lines easily?
Yeah, I find it quite easy. You know, I just did it the night before every time. They give you the scene numbers the night before on a page, and I just, you know, when I was sitting in bed, I used to just read through the script.
And have you made heaps of money?
You could say that.
What have you spent it on? Or was mum and dad looking after it?
Well, I mean, my dad, he's now a financial advisor, so that helps. You know, he's not just because of the film, but and you know, he knows what to do with it. But I mean, I'd like to buy a motorbike or something, but I'm too young.
You do, so your dad won't let you have one?
No.
No, all right. Well, welcome. I mean, congratulations on the role. I think it's terrific. I think it's
Thanks.
a wonderful movie, and you're just terrific. Thank you for talking to us. Enjoy Australia, and safe trip back home.
Yeah.
Please thank Christian Bale. There was another scene in the movie last night, and just in the making of it, that I'll perhaps embarrass Christian with, but it had Steven Spielberg walking away from that scene where Christian was actually watching the planes go by, and Spielberg walks away from Christian after he's finished, and they've said cut, and he walked towards the camera and he said, "The kid's cool. He's as cool as Steve McQueen."
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen, he said.
He's my favourite actor.
Is he?
Yeah.
Favourite actor. All right. Good on you, mate. After the break, great music from Jeff and the band. That's next.